It's really an honor to be here. What amazing conversations we've been hearing last night and this morning. I'm here to talk about the changes that we're seeing in the entertainment industry that are rolling through. We've all seen this. You heard about it last night and this morning. And you may be asking, in this new world of direct-to-consumer and all the transitions that are happening, how do I increase my reach, my relevance, and my revenue? We at AWS believe that cloud and technologies like generative AI are going to fundamentally change the entertainment landscape. My team and I work very closely with customers all over the world to drive innovation as they're navigating this change, finding new audiences and developing new platforms to extend their reach. And we're working with customers all over the world, some of the most visible brands like NBC Universal, to help them make that transition. One of the things that AWS does really well is work with customers to save time and money. And a great example of this is how we worked with the producers, director, and the visual effects artists on Avatar: The Way of the Water. When working with the WetFX team, they wanted to take the visual effects to the next level with really impressive water scenes, new character dynamics, and they shot this film at 60 frames per second, which is more than 2 times the average feature film. So a very complex project, one of the biggest ever. WetFX realized that they didn't have the infrastructure they needed to make this project work. Their ambition exceeded their capability by more than 3 times. So we began working with the WetFX team to design a cloud-based workflow for them that enabled them to render this film 8 times faster than they normally would be able to using their on-premises capability, delighting the producers and the directors. And you can see from this quote from David Conley, the impact is clear. Now, some of you may know what this means, 3.3 billion thread hours. That's a lot of thread hours, right? But what it boils down to is making a film like Avatar: The Way of the Water, or a huge scripted television production like Amazon Prime Video's Rings of Power requires tremendous amounts of computing power. AWS has made the investments that you need as a customer to achieve your creative vision. We help remove the technology issues so you can focus on what you do best, which is making great content. We also work with customers in traditional broadcast who are making that transition to digital. You heard earlier from Brian Roberts the investments they're making in new rights, live sports, and their Peacock platform. We've been working with that team for several years now to ensure that Peacock has the best streaming consumer experience. And you can see in their track record from the Tokyo Games through to Super Bowl 56 and their record-breaking exclusive AFC wildcard game this January, which broke all the streaming records in the United States, and most recently the Paris Olympics. They produced all that content in 4K, high dynamic range with Dolby Atmos, and then used AWS and their media supply chain platform to move all that media instantaneously to producers and editors in Stamford, Connecticut, so they could get that content out to the world as quickly as possible. They used live cloud production on the US gymnastics to save money and improve their flexibility. In total, they streamed 23.5 billion minutes of Olympics coverage. And with our work together on improving their advertising operations, they merged their digital and linear advertising and monetization capabilities into a new streamlined system that enabled them to sell across their 20-plus properties more efficiently. And the numbers speak for themselves. As Brian mentioned, NBC and Peacock had the most watched television for 17 consecutive nights in August, and they almost doubled the viewing from the last summer games. AWS also helps companies unlock new capabilities like generative AI to boost productivity. So you've seen a lot of startups like Runway yesterday and today, Kubrick, who are building on the cloud and creating really interesting new tools, but there's also some more mundane sort of back office tasks that are required when you're producing content, like, for example, producing media guides or doing the research needed to support on-air broadcasts. One great example of this is the work we're doing with the National Football League. The NFL has enabled their production assistants using our generative AI tools to use natural language queries to find the last time a specific type of football play occurred, mining that next-gen stats database that we developed with them and getting results in seconds. We've also been working with them very closely to adopt our new generative AI assistant called Amazon Q for Business, which allows them to search through their production guides, their technical documentation, event guides, and get access to all that information in a moment at their fingertips. Every day, we work with companies to help them grow their reach, revenue, and relevance. And that's a change that we're all going through right now. We believe technology is the enabler that's going to help you navigate that change and succeed. Now, we'd love to help you, so please scan this QR code, reach out to us, and let's talk. Now, no pitch in Hollywood would be any good without a good scissor reel, so let's take a look.